All right, now after the Indian stock market saw their biggest crash in 10 months, the government is seemingly stepping in. The Prime Minister monitoring impact on the share markets. PSUs have been told to provide shareholders relief. 30% profit after tax or 4% of net worth relief formula. Government working on trying to cushion the economy. Viewers, it's been a day where 19 lakh crore in investor wealth was wiped out in just a single day. All of this following the reciprocal tariff tension. The latest that is coming in, of course, it's source-based information. We're going to try and verify that, but sources are telling us that the government have told PSUs to provide shareholder relief. Indications suggest a 30% profit after tax or a 4% of net worth relief formula is being discussed. The government is looking and working on cushioning the economy. That is what our sources seem to suggest, much needed at this point of time. I want to connect immediately to my colleague Aishwarya, who's joining us for the latest. Aishwarya, what more can you add?
Well, Preeti, let me tell you, one of the clear indications coming in from the government is that the government is very closely looking at it. And let me tell you, it's not just India, Preeti, but across the globe we are seeing, countries are reeling from this impact. Everyone is very closely looking at what the US will do next with regards to the wipeout, as you rightly mentioned. There is a sense of panic. If we speak about those people who have put in their money, they are now looking at it and thinking what will happen next. The government, with regards to this, has said that the PSU should now make sure that there is enough cushion for the people who have invested in their stocks. So what it means for the people, if you have invested in government stocks, the return would be much higher in coming days, and there'll also be a cushion. Let me tell you, the entire government, finance ministry, the PMO, all of them are very closely looking at it and are also looking at the next steps. Talks are still
Aishwarya, what's the formula that's being worked out? Is there a formula that is being worked out? What are the steps that are being taken or discussed?
Talks are still on, Preeti, between US and India. That is something which will happen over the next few weeks. The government is also making sure that Indian economy does not collapse. That's the priority of the government. They are also looking at what the exporters have to say. Let me tell you, spate of meetings lined up with businessmen over the next few weeks.
All right, my colleague Aishwarya just getting in the latest information. We're going to try and get more on that account. But sources seem to suggest that the government is looking very closely, especially, what India is facing is what has been a global fallout of the reciprocal tariffs that have been imposed by America. And the Indian government saying that they will be stepping in to try and cushion the Indian economy. In what way? Well, we still need clarity on that. We're going to try and get it.